Hello everybody, this is Toysareruss, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Newage Legendary Heroes number 21W Karate Kid LaRusso. Now that's a long name for basically what is a legend scale version of a shattered glass soundwave figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We'll have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. We'll do some comparisons with him and a couple of the other official shattered glass soundwave figures that have been released, as well as seeing how he looks in displays with some other Newage and indeed Magic Squares legend scale figures. So quite a bit to get through with this video. So as I start to pop all these back, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. I then need to thank Shozy, because that's who I purchased this from, and as you can see they got it to me nice and safely. So I've already opened up the box so we can look inside. Now because obviously it's a third-party company, there's a plastic insert, they're still using plastic for everything. I'm going to turn it already right there. I love the fact that he's called LaRusso and he's of course in that Karate Kid pose. There he is inside the box right there. So what you get inside the packaging is you get a huge set of instructions. And again, this is not just for the cassette, it's for the actual cassettes as well, which is brilliant. We've got a load of these accessories, we've got some hands, we've got some normal accessories and some parts for Rumble. And indeed, let's have a look at him. So the first thing that you get with this straight away is you feel the weight of these, and that's because there are some die-cast parts on these figures. And he just looks really good. Excuse the reflection. It's exactly what you want it to be. It's a take on the original shattered glass soundwave. You know what I mean by that is, see, he's got the black feet and the black hands, exactly like the very first release by Takara. The newer version has the blue feet and the white fist, so there is a difference. So this is a brilliant homage to the original. It's even got the green headband on him, which again just looks great. Now this is, if you don't know much about these figures, what will probably surprise you now is for the size of it, the articulation on it. So the head is on a ball mushroom peg, so you've got full articulation there. The shoulders, ball and socket, so all the way around. There's a shoulder swivel, there's a bicep swivel, or sorry, there's a bicep flexion, there's a wrist swivel because you can take the hands off, which again we've seen we've got some spare ones there, so I could pop them out if I wanted to and replace them. There is a wrist swivel, there's legs, there's hip skirts, these will go on ball and sockets, there's a swivel underneath there, there's a knee bend, there's an ankle tilt and rock, there's everything you can imagine, and indeed that is why these guys are dubbed mini masterpieces. Right, that's all there is to say about him in this particular mode. We're going to come back, have a look at him in his alternate mode, see his cassettes, and then for the final part we'll come back and put all his accessories on him and do some more comparisons. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, he's in his alternate mode. Quick apologies, no transformation process on this video. Main reason is to keep the length of the video down, and the second is not to spoil it for anybody who doesn't want it spoiling for themselves. And also because I now do all my transformations as tutorials, they take a long time and I want to be detailed with it. So if you want to see it, that is separately uploaded. Now, again, nice and small, looks really good. It's brilliant the fact, obviously, that they've gone and they've used the tape deck as the alternate mode rather than the newer spaceship mode that a couple of versions of Soundwave have actually been. Now here is the core class version of him, so he's about the same size, to be honest. What they've done with regards to the back though as well is they've gone with the bits which we're going to attach now, which are here. Here's the accessories, these just pop in at the bottom. Now this is more like the bigger sized version of it, so this is pretty much a copy of that, to be honest, and it does exactly that. So now of course it'll balance no problem whatsoever. The core class one does open up there with a mini tape in, but the main difference with this one is, of course, yes, you can open this, you can take one of the cassettes, which I'll show you transforms in the final part of the video, and indeed, even though these don't look like a cassette, these will still fit in nice and snug. That's just come off. Again, it's a brand new toy, so it's not, oh, so it's a little snug fits. There we go, completely. Now, none of the buttons, of course, press or depress. And again, it just looks really good. The detail on it is perfect. Even though they don't press, there's still enough detail on it there to tell what's play, stop, record, etc. Everything else is quite snug, you know, all tucked away. This doesn't move, obviously. It's just, again, a really, really good homage to the original version, which is, of course, there. So I think, to be honest, with it just being a tape deck, there's not much more to show you or say to you about him in this mode. We will come back in a second and have a look at him for the final time with all his accessories, etc. Okay, then back for the final time with him in his robot mode. This is the way I'm going to be displaying him. And of course, we now need to see his accessories. Now, these two are pretty much industry standard with all soundwave figures. The only thing with this is obviously that they are white. You can pop these as well. One in each hand if you wanted to, of course, the one on the shoulder. You can also add this little bit as well, again, to give it more of a original Generation 1 sort of feel to it. So there is the original one in the background again. So if I sort of copy what we've got there, I'll put this in his hand, and then I can pop this above his shoulder like so. Now, there's one other really cool thing that I need to show you with this before we do the rest of the figures, and that is, of course, Rat-Bat. Now, I've quickly transformed these again to keep the video down, but you see here he's obviously got metal screws. Now, these silver bits on Soundwave's forearms are actually magnets, and that's because of the original release of Soundwave. He had Laserbeak and Buzzsaw. I just need to click that back in, as you can see. And basically exactly that. You can hold, what is going on with this shoulder piece? There we go, that's better. You can hold the arm up, and indeed you can get them to rest. So he does literally rest pretty much on his, you can turn it near enough all the way around, and indeed nearly upside down. See, that's there, the magnet is holding it. It's such a cool little feature, and thank you to the guys who showed me this before I did the video, to be honest. It's just brilliant. As I say, he doesn't actually come with the laser beak, but the fact that you can just put Rat-Bat on there like that is brilliant. Here is little Ravage. Ravage is, I suppose, one of the most shattered glass versions of a cassette I think I've seen, to be fair. Obviously, we've got this one. We've then got the one that came with the Hasbro Pulse or the Shattered Glass Soundwave. And then we've even got a BotCon exclusive as well, Shattered Glass Ravage. So you can see, very, very popular cassette to indeed do the Shattered Glass treatment on. Now, you can also change the fists with this. I haven't bothered changing them for different grips. This is, of course, Rumble, and this is brilliant as well. You can take these little bits, you can pop these in there as well, like so. So you take the arm, you turn it around, and you just turn the forearm up exactly like this, and then this will fit into this tiny little gap there. And there is Rumble as well. Is he going to stand? It's really quite tricky when you've got quite stubby hands like me, but to give you an idea of how small he is, there you go. You can see the difference in size. Last few quick display ideas or comparisons, to be honest, because we've done and seen loads of these already. So there's your standard class core figures, which, to be fair, he doesn't scale too badly with, but obviously he's in a different league. So if we bring these out of the way, here's Newage, which is the one who he scales better with. Magic Square, not so bad. I'm dropping everything today. Oh dear. And then, of course, Iron Factory at the side. But that is pretty much definitely it. I'm very impressed with this little figure. I'm highly, highly tempted now to get Sound Blaster, because I just love Sound Blaster as well, to be honest. So I'm just going to bring this around. Let's put the other ones just in the background, not you. And we are going to finish up there then. So there you go. This is the Legendary Heroes, and his name is number 21W Karate Kid LaRusso, and I'm going to be putting a link up for this in the direct comments, if you in the description, if you want one yourself. In the meantime, guys, hope you enjoyed looking at him. Thanks for watching. Take care.